Hey, good day, Modexus. It's Thursday, and I know you're all expecting more results of ProbioBalance. And I'm actually going to give you a secret about ProbioBalance that I didn't know till last night. We will talk about more results next week as they're coming in. There's still 3 people that need to submit their results or have their blood tests done. So we'll talk about those results. Last night I was listening to a gentleman who's won a Nobel Prize. This gentleman is really smart. And he said this, first off, which really caught my attention. He says, for 25 years, medicine has known how to cure every disease. They've known the cause of every disease, and they know how to cure every disease. And so why haven't we done that? And his thing was, we haven't been able to get the message through to the medical system. It just hasn't got through to the medical system. But I'm going to share with you what he shared with me. Mouthwash is killing you. Well, fluoride is actually killing you, but I think a lot of people in this community already know that fluoride isn't bad for them, and they've removed fluoride from as much of their life as they can. Non-fluoride toothpaste, maybe had a water treatment system put in, which isn't something that everybody can do, but we can overcome that. And the challenge that he said last night, which really struck me, was 73% of Americans are pre-diabetic, pre-cardiovascular disease, pre-immune function disease. They're just in a terrific downhill, possibly downhill decline in their health. And 73% of Americans use mouthwash. So even if you're using a non-fluoride mouthwash, you are in this category. And here's why. If you read the label of a mouthwash, it says kills 99.9% of the bacteria in our mouth. Well, that's not what we want to do. We need bacteria in our mouth. The major source of nitric oxide, which reduces blood pressure, controls kidney function, helps us use all of our nutrients, comes from our saliva. We need microflora in our mouth. Every time we swallow, we should be sending a bolus dose of nitric oxide down into our intestinal tract to feed the microflora, to help with bile salts, and to help us absorb nutrients. And 73% of people using mouthwash are not getting that. Now, there's some other causes with periodontitis, etc. And he did mention that he's tried to get this message across to dentists for years to stop recommending fluoride toothpaste and fluoride mouthwashes because his research is so of such quality that he won a Nobel Prize. So what can we do? Well, in his What Can We Do, he literally did a promotion for the Life Pack. So our body will produce its own nitric oxide. And some of the things we can do to help that is, number one, raise glutathione. That's one of the first things he said, is raise glutathione. We can eat meat with sodium nitrite in it, because those nitrites are actually good for us. They're there to cure meat, so they will help cure disease. That is something else that we've heard from the media that you shouldn't do. That is completely wrong. And by the way, if you're using the naturals and it has celery in it, the celery has 5 times as much nitrite in it as sodium nitrite that's added to the meat. So you're not missing out on the nitrites if you're eating the naturals, but you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to expend the extra money on that. But glutathione. And then he said, we need to do something that would increase our bile acids. Now, he didn't say what we should do to do that, but we have a product called ProbioBalance, which that's one of the claims for it. It helps increase our bile acids. So we need bile acids, we need glutathione. The other thing he said is you could take a probiotic, just a general probiotic, something that you're not worried about getting to your stomach. You could take it and just open a capsule and put it in your mouth at night, and it will help restore that microflora. The other thing he said is when we stop using mouthwash, our body will pick up and start replacing the microflora within 4 days. Now, I'm a skeptic. I'd heard this before. I didn't really take his course till last night, but I'd heard this before. So I started using mouthwash. I haven't used mouthwash for a long time. And sure enough, my blood pressure started to go up. Amazing. So, of course, I've stopped. But mouthwash, getting rid of fluoride, increasing our bile salts, increasing our glutathione, move us along in a very positive direction for overall health. And when I was sitting there listening to him last night, I was like, how do I get this guy information on the life pack? I don't know if that's possible. But anyway, you have the information. You know what to do. Have a great Thursday, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye for now.